Ethics and civics education, of course, rests on civility. In civics education, and most importantly, civility is something we need more in our society and in the public square. Each of us individually as citizen lawyers are sworn to ethics and professionalism, and we need to stand up and use our effective and essential tools, the tools of our trade of civility and respect. As lawyers and as citizens, we have to speak out at every opportunity against bigotry and hate. Our profession's quest for justice also compels our commitment to diversity and inclusion. We have long time struggled in our profession, it's no secret, with limited success. But now things are changing. And that change has been because of the good men and women among us in the years before us, but also it will be driven by the personal actions and efforts you take in order to make sure that our profession is diverse and that people feel included. The public that we are committed to serve benefits from the richness and intellect and commitment and talent and dedication only derived from a diverse profession. And it's the only way that that richness can be delivered. So I ask you to take up the mantle, to make sure that you are doing your part to assure that our profession is diverse and inclusive. We know the impacts and the lack of forward thinking that happens when we're not all we can be. So we need to act now to make sure that we are the profession that is at its best and fullest potential. We need to make sure that those who want to come into our profession, when they exhibit competency and diligence and commitment and ethics and integrity, that they know that it's not our profession to open the door to, it is theirs. We must act especially for those who have been shut out and treated differently, particularly our LGBT community and people with disabilities. Just yesterday, the ABA announced that all of its webinars and CLEs will be available by closed caption, a major step in the right direction for making sure that we're sending a message of inclusion. So we have lots of work to do. We have so much to do on the pro bono and legal services front. As you know, again this year, the administration wanted to zero out the budget for Legal Services Corporation, but with the work of people in this room and other leaders from state and local and affinity bars across the country, when we visited Washington and continue to use our grassroots networks, we have been able to make sure that legal services funding is getting bipartisan support, and in fact, a $25 million increase over current funding, the largest amount of funding that legal services has gotten to date. So even with this success, though, we must continue to fight, because we know that we only have services available for about 50% of the people who approach legal services. For every woman who walks in many offices and asks for help when she's facing violence at home, another woman is turned away because of a lack of resources. We need to continue also to look at ourselves, each and every one, and at our profession, and in our organizations of law firms and in-house counsel, and all those we partner and collaborate with to assure that we are doing all we can to address the mental health and well-being of the nation's lawyers. It is critical because our profession, as you know, has a disproportionate share of individuals who suffer from depression and alcohol and substance abuse and suicide, and it hits closer to home than any of us want. The ABA has worked hard, and so much is going on within the ABA in our sister and brother bar associations, but we can never cease our efforts in that regard. Lawyers expect support. We expect support from the world's premier association of lawyers. But we can only be and remain the premier association of lawyers with your support. The ABA is working hard to introduce membership to more lawyers, to make it easier to join, to bring lawyers more educational programs and publications tailored to meet their needs, and to offer opportunities for connection, involvement, and leadership. Our members know that being an ABA member has enriched their personal lives and is an essential of good lawyering. An essential of good lawyering. We provide real value through so many things we offer. We also know that it is critically important that we provide opportunities for public service, for opportunities like you have to have a better community of professionals in the construction law industry, and to use your voices to shape not only that community, but our profession as a whole. We believe in the critical need of a vibrant national voice for the profession, a national voice in support of equal justice of all under the law. Our finest moments, our most enduring contributions have been when we have used our voice and resources for causes about which we can act with authority and which we can influence with impact. As lawyers, we know equality, we know liberty, and we know justice. So thank you. Thank you for being here to make sure that you're the best lawyers that you can be for those whom you serve. Thank you for being here to mentor up and down, senior and junior, those whom you know from this extraordinary forum. And thank you for always remaining members of the American Bar Association and spreading what you know about it and what it does and has done and will continue to do to make a difference in your lives, not only as lawyers, but as individuals who are contributing to our nation and beyond. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for giving me some time from your agenda, and thanks for all you do in the forum.